Hello, welcome to episode 9 of the Freedom from Oil Tour Diaries. I want to introduce you to Clayton Thomas Muller. He was initially going to maybe come on tour with us, but instead we recorded this video. They were going to do this interactive thing on stage that we didn't have the technical pieces worked out for, but we helped screen this on tour a little bit and wanted to share it with you. He's amazing, so listen to what he has to say.
Yo, thanks, Josh. Appreciate it. Hey, everybody. What's happening? This is Clayton Thomas Muller with the Indigenous Environmental Network, a network of indigenous communities fighting to protect the sacredness of Mother Earth from toxic contamination and corporate exploitation. I just want to give recognition and a big shout out to our friends with Propagandhi for doing this tour to give the opportunity for frontline communities, grassroots communities to get the word out about the fight for justice, the fight for environmental justice that we are engaged in right now all across this continent, fighting against the world's largest and most destructive project ever in the history of mankind. The project I'm talking about, of course, is the tar sands development located in northern Alberta, Canada. However, the tentacles reaching out from this project in the form of mega pipelines and oil refineries extend from coast to coast to coast to coast across this continent, and it is absolutely critical that we build a powerful grassroots social movement. Plans are underway right now as we speak to expand the current development, which is roughly the size of the island of Vancouver Island in Canada, but promises to grow to just unbelievable mega proportions in the next 10 years if we don't do something to stop it. By 2030, the tar sands greenhouse gas emissions will reach 177 million tons per year, making the tar sands the #1 driver of the global climate crisis here in North America. And we all have a profound sacred obligation, responsibility to step up and speak out against this kind of industrial madness, especially when we're living in a time where the technology is available, where we can make the right choices to move towards a new energy and economic paradigm that does not sacrifice certain communities at the altar of irresponsible energy and climate policy just so that other communities can continue to thrive. The tar sands development, this ain't your usual kind of oil and gas development. This is the bottom of the barrel, so to speak. This is your direct example of the fact that we as humanity have reached peak oil. And it represents the largest private oil patch left on the planet. 80% of the world's oil resources are controlled by nationalized petroleum firms, except for Canada. And there are 177 billion barrels of oil that greedy transnational oil corporations like Exxon, Shell, BP, Total from France, and many others are lining up to get their hands on in the pristine boreal forest in northern Canada. And so we're asking you all to find out ways to get involved, to come to our websites, to listen to Josh, who's there with you tonight, let you know how to get involved all across the continents, whether it's intervening at an oil refinery, at a proposed pipeline, or simply by telling your elected congressional leadership that you don't want your state buying dirty tar sands oil from Canada. You don't want to see First Nations rights, American Indian, Alaska Native rights trampled on. You don't want to see communities of color's rights trampled on who have to live beside these dirty oil refineries. That you want clean, renewable energy and green jobs now. And so please check out our website, Indigenous Environmental Network. It's ienearth.org to find out more about our Canadian Indigenous tar sands campaign. But otherwise, have an awesome show tonight, and we'll talk to y'all somewhere down that red road. Peace.